Hey guys, hopefully you can hear me. My name. I just wanted to make a video where I was showing you a bunch of things. I know the lighting's not great. It's the beginning of the year. We're all a little busy and rushed. So I just want to show you a couple things about the Mimio box light. I'm not going to say all the brand name stuff. It's a giant tablet. It's a giant 4K tablet that can do everything a smartboard did. It can do a lot more, and there's some really cool things about it. We're going to start today with the basics. I'm going to show you how to turn it on. I'm going to show you where the kill switch is. So if it won't turn on, I'm going to show you the first thing to troubleshoot and check. I'm going to show you how to set it so you never have to remember to turn it off. I'm going to show you how to, because these things, if they're left on for a long time, they put out a lot of heat. I'm going to show you how to change inputs, which is a basic skill you're going to need if you want to make it work like your smartboard worked. I'm going to show you how to kind of write on the board, like capture some writing on it. I'm going to show you the Notes app, and those are probably the things we're going to use the most, to be honest. There might be some hardware things. Relax. I've made this work. I've made it work with a variety of setups. I want to help you guys out if you're having trouble getting it going in your room. The goal of this is to be ready on day one by just being able to do the things you kind of expected to be able to do with a screen in your room. So the first thing is how to turn it on and off. There's a tiny blue button here that glows blue when it's on. You push it and it glows red and blinks red to blue when it's sleeping. You push it again, or you touch the screen and it wakes up. Pretty easy. However, that doesn't turn it off. That puts it to sleep, and not old Yeller puts it to sleep. Sorry, Ashley. There is a kill switch on the device in case you need to just shut it off really quick and not have it turned back on. You'll see you feel for the plug on the bottom, and the kill switch is, where is it? Just had it. It's right by the plug. Promise it's there. There's also a plug you can just unplug. Oh, there it is. It's just to the left of the plug. So you can just kill it like that. That turns it off. You can also flip it back on. Didn't think about how long it might take to start up. The second thing. Oh, by the way, I didn't show this. You can also do most of this stuff with the remote. I'm hoping to get I was told we were going to get a PDF that says what the remote buttons do. We didn't get one, but now it looks like, hey, doesn't it look like a product placement ad now that this is going through the boot up? It boots up pretty quick. It's not bad. That was less time than it took to shut off and turn on a projector. You can, like I said, you can use the remote. There's a power button. There is a button that works like a freeze on the remote, but I haven't quite found it. So if you do, share with friends. This is the basic home screen. There's a bunch of stuff you can do on there, but the first thing that is going to make my life easier is to set a timer so it just turns off. That way I don't leave it on past 3 or whatever o'clock. You hit the settings button right here. It says start up and shut down. And then you can add a timer here. So add task. You can tell it when to start to turn on. I'm going to make it turn on at 7 a.m. on a working day. I'm going to make it turn off at 4 p.m. on working days. Hit the little check mark. Bam. Now I don't have to remember it. It'll just boot up and it'll shut down, or it'll go to sleep at those times. That way, if I leave over the weekend, it's not running all weekend. It theoretically could, but it's not really good for it. It'll also make your room hotter. Like I said, this ends up putting out some heat, so the winter's going to be real nice with these. How to change inputs is another thing. To get from any menu to the home screen or a bunch of other stuff, there are these 2 tiny arrows, and you can kind of move where they're leveled. If you click that, a menu shows up. There's another one on this side. You can use those to do a variety of things. The home one takes you home. Honestly, that's the one I use the most. There are some other ones. This is a shortcut to the notes thing. This is actually what I'm going to show you. From any screen, you can click the little pen or pencil, and you can write on stuff. I'm not going to draw gross things. And this is the next thing I wanted to show you, how to write on the screen. You can click that little button and click the pencil. It ends up being pretty easy. You can use these styluses. All these are pieces of plastic. There's no battery, there's no nothing. They're magnetic, so they attach to the board here. There's another one that's a little fatter here. These actually can be set to be two different things. This is a highlighter now, and that cleans the board. So you can, whoops, let's do something a little darker. You can write on here, this is a triangle. This is, let's just draw Abrams triangle, right? Author, what's the other one? I don't remember, whatever. And you can like write on stuff. You can point at things with your hands. You can do Wolverine claws. This will actually take like 20 points of contact at the same time if you want. So the writing on it is crisper and better than a smart board. You can, if you get to it through that little pencil, you can save what you wrote and it saves it to the board, right? Then you can open it. Here you can export it to a USB through these two things. You can log into Google Drive on these, although I wouldn't recommend it because that means anyone who opens the TV has access to your entire Google Drive. If you want to do that, there's some thing I might also have like a shutdown and have a code. But if you're sharing a room, please don't lock the TV and not give your partner the code. It's kind of douchey. That's one way to write on the board. Another way to write on the board. Whoops. When you save a file, you find it in Finder, and most of them, I like going to all. Those are like pictures are also saved as pictures, notes, anything from the notes or picture folder. Like these folders are auto-created. You can go to Cloud Drive. I did log in, and I can get to anything through here. It's just a little janky sometimes. Oh, there it is. It took a minute to load. Another thing that's nice from the beginning is this has a bunch of apps like a tablet or a phone. You click here, there's the tiny 9 dots. It's running an Android thing, so it works like an Android phone. It's got more apps. Let's do that. We have that. What was the next thing? Oh, change inputs. The way you change inputs, and if you want your computer to project to this as a screen, and it's hardwired, like I think everyone in our departments is, you have to go to settings. Wait. Oh, my bad. Wow, that's really annoying. I messed up. I did that twice. I just want to throw you out. Cool. You go to the tiny arrow on the side, and toward the bottom, there's a thing with little sliders on it. You click that, and that gives you a variety of inputs. So if my computer was plugged in and I wasn't using it to film, it would be plugged in through an HDMI cable, and it would show in as HDMI 1. You can also use that to change the volume. You can change the brightness. I'm going to keep it bright so it's easier to see. There's more settings here. You can change the audio stuff. I wouldn't recommend that too much. Messing with the audio, because that's why some people think that their audio doesn't work because they changed it. So we went through, you change inputs. If you want to like play a movie from your computer, that's how you would do it. You can cast wirelessly to this too if you have a laptop that's on the district internal network. I'll probably show you guys that like in person, but a lot of us don't have laptops yet, so it's whatever. The last thing I wanted to show you was the Notes app. So I added it to my home screen, but you can also click this purple button on the side. It opens Note. No, I don't remember what I drew. It might not be appropriate. This is a blank screen. You can draw shapes, which are kind of nice. If you tap these options at the bottom, you get a marker, an eraser. You can trash everything. There's an undo button, so you can untrash everything. There's this hand button. I'm pretty sure that means you pick things up and move it. And you can click the paint palette to like get into a fancier painting app. But one thing that's really simple that I like is this has 2 markers, and it goes by the fineness of the tip. You can program both markers differently, and they start off as this one is black, this one is red. And I kind of like that. You can also make them paintbrushes and whatever. I don't really see much of a difference. You can change the color to whatever you want. One thing, this is a crowd pleaser. You can erase by taking your hand and having a sustained point of contact, like your palm, not your fingers, and erase stuff. You can do this hamburger on the side, lets you change the background. Should probably change it to black. Okay, change the pencil color to white. Now, these are different colors, and I can erase part of it. I can also click the erase button or the trash button and erase all of it. I can click the eraser, and if you double click, oh yeah, wait, if you do that, you can circle the thing you want to erase. The Notes app's actually pretty cool. It works really well. You can, when you save a thing, say I like the shape drawer because I struggle with drawing shapes. It can draw 3D shapes for you, which is nice. If you're into that kind of thing. So this is actually this is a solid app. You can add things. It basically works like Jamboard, to be honest. And then when you're done, over on the left, you can also import any picture, any image from like Google Docs or something, a PDF or an SVG, and draw on that. That would be really good for annotating, unless you have a better way to do it, which you probably do. You can save stuff to whatever, you can name the file, and then you can like export it straight to Google Classroom. Last thing. You can be on Google, like it'll run the mobile version of Google Chrome, which will be like your phone. Yeah, it's just a giant 4K phone with decent sound. It is hooked up to the things up top. So I know that was a little longer. It's just kind of a quick, kind of an unscripted introduction to what you actually can do with this board in case you missed the training, don't care, weren't paying attention, or forgot in the meantime between here and your room. Hope it helps, guys. Please ask me with any questions. I do want to help you. It's hard to predict what people need exactly. So the best advice I can give you is to just play with it. Like set a 20-minute timer and just try to do the things you do in a lesson on the thing, on the board, just so you figure out how to do it. I have some other fancier things, but I don't even know how many of them I'm going to use, to be honest. I might just experiment. Yeah. Hopefully feel free, ask me questions. I got you.